my lesson is centered towards a third grade classroom, and what I really wanted to cover were primary colors, secondary colors, and simultaneous contrast. How do you make it move?
The arrow thing is awesome.
Pretty much, I went off of 2 Ohio State standards, pretty much just how to use art and design in your projects and to understand colors, and also the different relationships among elements with colors and also in the artworks. Good old color wheel, and I actually have one to pass around. So it's a lot easier to look at, but it's mainly a tool that any artist uses. They come in any size, either just a little guy or you could actually have a bigger one. Sometimes it's a lot easier for a student if they have special needs that they can also use a bigger one. What you can do with it is there's a top part so that it swivels around and you can figure out what color goes with what, and they decide what works best for their artwork to actually mix their colors. These are all the different types of color wheels out there, from the most simple one where it's just all labeled with all the different mixing colors, and it even says if it's a primary color or if it's a secondary, all the way to different tones, shades, hues, tints, anything, to an extremely complex one with pretty much every color possible. A color wheel can tell an artist anything, and I need a volunteer. To come up and just show me what the color families, complementary colors, and a value gradient are.
Oh, okay, no. Okay, so what is it?
What do you think the color families are?
Like, do I need to touch something? Okay. Now I'm sliding?
No. And there's your color families. And what do they
say? So it'd be yellow, red, blue, right?
Yes, for primary.
I'm not sure, green, is that orange?
Yes.
And purple?
For secondary.
Yeah.
And then intermediate is pretty much what's left over.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. And then you can do complementary colors, which are on either side of each other from the color wheel. And then a fun word, which is analogous, which are the colors that are directly next to each other on the color wheel. And then you have your value gradients, which are hue, tint, and shade, and you take one color and you mix it with other ones. Like you can take a blue and mix it with yellow instead of white to lighten it up. And then I have a fun little video. Okay, so pretty much it's just like a fun video that's definitely geared towards third graders so that they can understand colors. Okay. obviously we know what three primary colors are, which are your red, your yellow, and your blue. And now you have a song that's running through your head, so it can remind you all day. Obviously, if you mix primary colors, though, brand new colors come into your eyes. And when you mix two, it's called a secondary color. So then pretty much to show, makes it a little bit fun for kids, so that they can mix different colors. And then the last concept that I wanted to cover was simultaneous contrast. And what it means is when you have two colors that are next to each other, it kind of tricks your eyes. You have a light color and you have a dark color. So how many of you have ever had like that eye test done when they like give you a sheet and you have to see what's actually there? This is also how you can tell if one of your students is colorblind or not. And the example that I used was black and white and then putting a red block in the middle of it, so that because of the darkness it makes the red look darker here, and because of the white it makes it look brighter even though it's the exact same color red. One example is by Vincent van Gogh, and he used this theory back in the late 1800s, and he used blue against yellow so that it looks like there's more depth perception in one of his paintings. And he also used it in another one that he did in the exact same year, using red against green, so that he used more than just two colors in the color wheel to show that there's more going on in the full scene with only the red and then just a little bit of green right in the front.